Hello, my diamonds. How are you all doing today? Trust you're doing great and your day is playing out well. How are you? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Okay, you're welcome back to today's episode of Living Your Truth with Chisom Judith. For those of you who are here for the first time, I welcome you all. In this place, we learn, we unlearn, and we relearn. Nobody knows it all, so we keep learning as far as we want to keep growing. For those of you who have been on this ride with me, welcome back. Hope you are doing great. So please, let's sit back and watch and learn, because today is another topic that is going to really help us in all areas of our lives. So please, let's watch till the end so we can learn. And please do not forget to subscribe at the end of this video. Like my videos, subscribe, comment, and share. Let's get right into it. Today we're going to talk about time management. Do you use your time or you waste it? How do you expend your time? How do you start your day? Who do you spend your time with? On what do you spend your time? These are questions that should bother us. These are questions that if we try to answer them, they would definitely help us in doing better, in managing our time better, to achieve better results. Because the way we manage our time defines who we are, our level of productivity, and eventually what we produce. The question is, how do you expend your time? Do you wake up every morning, run into your day, start dealing with your daily activities? Or do you plan ahead of time? Because for you to have a good, smooth, and seamless day, you need to have a proper plan for that day. Planning for a new day should actually be the last thing you should do before going to bed. When you finish your daily activities and you're ready to go to sleep, just get your paper and pen and put down, or you get your tab or whatever, even if it's on your phone. You schedule your next day properly. Have your agenda. Let it have sequence according to your priorities on how you're going to carry out your activities the next day. You put them down and be sure that once you are up the following morning, you pick up your schedule, run through it, and know how to follow it. It would help you navigate through the whole day seamlessly. And at the end of the day, trust me, you're going to be very productive. And you will not have regrets because your time would not be wasted. You will even have time to rest. You will have time to chit chat a little. You will have time, to do other things for your leisure. But then just ensure you plan well. Because if you don't plan well, time for doing one thing can elapse into the other, which is not good. At the end of the day, you may end up not achieving everything you planned out doing for that day. And once it runs into the next day, it would be too much work for you. Your workload would increase. So try and have a proper plan for your day. Planning is very good. Planning would help you achieve everything. Planning will help you manage your time properly and effectively. The time you have at hand is now. It's not tomorrow. It's not yesterday. Yesterday is gone. So whenever you plan, think about the immediate. Think about now. If your time is wasted, if your time is gone, you would not be able to get it back. But if there are things that you have already scheduled to do that you're not able to do, they would still linger till the following day. And then that following day also has its own things, activities that you need to carry out. So imagine when you carry activities from the previous day to the next day, you may not be able to achieve all of them, which would lead to unproductivity, like I said earlier. So try to work with time. Try to plan your time well. And when you have a time plan, when you schedule things the way you're going to do them, endeavor to do them. Do not procrastinate. You know what? Actually, sometimes people think what they need is more time, and much more time. But sometimes when you look at it critically, you will find out that what people need, like in workplaces, is not really so much time. They don't need the whole time in the world to do certain things. What they need is to be decisive about that thing they want to do, is to be decisive about planning their timing well and using that plan properly. When you have a schedule of things to do, don't say, this time is not enough. It's possible the time is enough. If you focus and decide to use that time frame properly, you will find out that you'll be able to achieve that goal that you have set to achieve within that frame of time. So be decisive. Try and ensure that you make use of that time that is scheduled for that goal. Do you know that there are time wasters? Time wasters in form of human beings, time wasters in form of activities, time wasters in form of pleasure, time wasters in so many things. There are people you would have in your corner and they would always make you lag behind. If they're not time conscious, they would even affect you and you would unknowingly start losing consciousness of your time. So watch the people you roll with. If they're the type that are not time conscious, try to educate them. Try to make them know the need for them to be conscious of their time and manage their time properly, because time is money. You know that song, time na money, oh, time na money. Time is what? Money. Every minute that is gone would never be regained. Whatever time you waste is gone and gone forever. You cannot get it back. The only thing is that you will now do another plan and try to shift whatever you couldn't achieve into the next time. But that time is gone. Don't let people make you become laid back. Don't let people make you not to plan yourself properly. Don't let people make you lose things that on a very good day, if you put more effort, you wouldn't lose. Then there are certain activities that you would engage in that definitely will just drain your whole time. If they are not worth the time, please leave them. There is time for everything. Setting a time schedule is one thing. Following through it is another. Do you discipline yourself very well to make sure that you follow through that time schedule that you have set for yourself? Always discipline yourself. Try as much as you can so that you can manage your time well. If you don't manage your time well, it will affect you. There is even time to go to bed and there is time to wake up. Imagine if you start your day maybe by 10 a.m. in the morning, simply because you needed to get some good sleep. And that is because you didn't sleep at the right time. You didn't go to bed when you're supposed to go to bed. Either you were just gisting, watching TV, you're on social media, or maybe you had things you were doing late into the night. But those things that you were doing late into the night, I'm sure during the day they had a time that you would have done them. But because you didn't do them, they had to linger into the night. And once they linger into the night, it will now affect your sleeping time and affect when you wake up the following day. And they say early to bed, early to rise. If you don't rise early, how are you going to start up your day? How are you going to achieve your activities, your main purpose, your goal for that set day, for that particular day? Do you know that 60 minutes of your day equals to 365 hours in a year? It baffles you, right? So you can imagine if you waste 60 minutes of every day. That means you're wasting 365 hours of that year. And imagine what you can actually achieve in 365 hours. We shouldn't be taking these things for granted. Every minute counts. Every second counts. Every hour counts. Don't take time for granted. Make sure that you make proper use of each time of your day. Even if you choose to rest, rest is very good because it helps you rejuvenate. When you rest, you would be more alert, you will be more alive, and you will be more productive. But then make sure you rest at the right time. Make sure you have your time for resting in your day. So when you're scheduling your time for the day, also incorporate time for resting. I know that after this video, some of you are going to start planning, going to start scheduling your time well, going to start having, plan for your daily activities and all that, which is not bad at all. It's very good because that's actually what we're talking about, to plan ourselves well and to have a good timing for our daily activities. But then when you plan them, because one thing is to plan, one thing is to set down the time schedule, do you follow through? It's just like when you want to go on a weight loss and you have a meal plan. If you don't follow through that meal plan, you will lose it, and at the end of the day, you may not be able to achieve that weight loss. Maybe if your plan is to lose 5 kg at the end of the month, you may not be able to lose up to 5 kg because your plan along the line was distorted because you didn't follow through your meal plan schedule. So that same thing goes with timing. Follow through your time schedule well, plan yourself so that you're able to do everything that you're supposed to do. When you follow through your planning well, what it does is it helps you to avoid clutter. It helps you to avoid procrastination. It helps you to be more organized. It helps you to avoid repetition. If you have a time plan which helps you to run through your daily activities, if it's time to go to the mall, you would go to that mall and get everything that you need and come back without forgetting anything, because when you have a plan, you will also have a list. It helps you. You go there, you get them, and you come back. But when you don't plan, you could just go to the mall. When you come back, you will still remember that there was another thing that you're supposed to do on your way to the mall. It could be that different things that you're supposed to do are on the same route. So when you plan properly, it will help you organize the things that you're supposed to do in such a way that you won't waste your time, you won't waste your resources. For example, if you're going to work and your daughter's school is on the way to your office, what do? You won't go to drop your daughter at school and come back, dress up, and start going to work again. No. What you do is you dress up, plan yourself, dress your daughter up, take her to school, then from there to work. That way, you've avoided going back and forth and wasting of more time. So please, be careful on how you spend your time, who you spend it with, what you spend it on, to avoid waste of time, because time wasted can never be regained. Any time that passes is gone. You can't call it back. The only thing you can do to remedy the situation, like I said earlier, is to push your activities into the next time, which would probably affect your level of productivity. That's all I have for you today. So please, subscribe to my channel. Use that like button now. Use it. It doesn't bite. Like, share, comment, and let's keep growing. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy yourselves. Bye.